Alright, it's time for another 6.5 Grendel video. So today we're using the 123 grain ELD match from Hornady, hodgdon, LEVERevolution, and the CCI number 41 primers. So we're going to use 2.280 cartridge overall length, pretty generic overall length, fits in the magazine pretty well, and shouldn't get us into any trouble. We're going to start out at 30.3 grains and work our way up to 31.2 grains, 5-shot groups. So this is our Hornady, I think it's 8 times fired brass, so the brass is pretty beat up, but hopefully we can get some pretty good data from this today. If we can find one of these loads that shoots reasonable with reasonable velocity, we're going to go take it out back in the next video and shoot it out at 600 yards. So being a ball powder, I'm expecting some pretty good velocity numbers as far as for overall speed. However, I'm wondering if our SDs are going to hold together. So let's get out on the range and let's see them shoot. Alright, we're out here on the range. Target is at 100 yards. We're using the 123 grain ELD match and LEVERevolution in my 20-inch 6.5 Grendel. So as you can see, it is snowing a little bit. This will be the first time I've used my lab radar in the snow. Hopefully it reads. Not sure if the snow is going to affect the radar or not. But we're going to go ahead and give it a try here. It is about 30 degrees out. Pretty cold. Not very windy though, maybe a little bit of a breeze off the right and kind of blowing into our face. So the gun is cold, have not shot it today. Actually haven't shot the Grendel in a little bit. We do have our Argos BTR 6-24 optic on there. Hopefully we're pretty close to being zeroed. I don't remember what the last rounds I shot were. I guess they were factory American gunner loads. Alright, so we're starting low, working our way up. We'll see how these shoot here. We are shooting off a front rest and a rear back. All right, first shot here. All right, so we got a good velocity reading, and it looks like we're sighted in. Let's see that group. Alright, so it looked like our velocity data was all over the place. Take a look at the brass here. Group doesn't look terrible. Brass doesn't look too bad either. Alright, moving up here. Alright, that looks to be a little bit better group there. Alright, let's take a look at that brass. Alright, brass is looking okay. Moving on up here. Alright, velocity's definitely getting up there. That one was 2510. Take a look at our brass here. Those are pretty hot loads for a Grendel, especially in 30 degrees here. But you know what? Looks like the brass looks fine. Nothing really scary there or anything. So let's shoot the last ones. See if we can end with the best group here. let's get over there and let's check out the target. Alright, so we're back on the bench here, taking a look at the target. The first group at 30.3 grains, shot 2,449 feet per second, 32.7 standard deviation, hitting a 1.26 inch group. Moving on to the next group here, 30.6 grains, 2,482 feet per second, 11.2 SD, and a 1.07 inch group. Moving on to the next group at 30.9, 2510 feet per second, 21.2 SD, and a 1.36 overall group. Moving on to our last charge at 31.2 grains, 2536 feet per second, 35.3 SD, and the worst group of the day at 1.68. So, kind of about what I expected. We had good overall velocity, getting up to 2536. However, 3 out of the 4 had SDs over 20. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to go shoot some long range tomorrow. So I think I'm going to go ahead and load up 20 at the 30.6 grains. Decent group, decent velocity, decent SD, and give that a try out at 600 yards. So you have to stay tuned for the next video to see that. However, looking at our brass here, the brass is getting pretty beat up, but that's because this brass has been fired 8 times in my AR-15. Overall, there's really no pressure signs, no real ejector marks, primers look okay. I think that we'd be okay to even maybe push up a little bit higher than this. So I did order some bulk of the 123 grain Hornady boat tail hollow points. Hopefully I can get them to shoot a little bit better than this and push them a little bit faster. We're going to go ahead and try that next, and hopefully I can find a good load to take over to Thunder Valley and shoot some longer range. So stay tuned for those videos in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.